Welcome back to the basement. I've gotten the rest of the order I was missing from Beckett in the mail. It's probably, I don't know, 15, 20 cards in a box here. That was the rest of the order that I didn't get. I don't know, it's been a week or two. But anyways, we'll flip down through them. I'll do a little griping here to start. So, one thing I've noticed with Beckett is that they don't seem to want to give a good grade on any card that's thick or a relic. They pretty much suffer. Those cards suffer getting grades. So there's some that I think I'm going to send out. I think I'm going to do a PSA crossover on some as a determination. I'm going to do a crossover video from the cards I got on the last one, so that will be coming. But anyways, to start this out, this is one I pulled out that I just got back. Mahomes. Rookie relic, premier, jersey. Obviously, it's, you know, silver, whatever, but it graded a 7. Now, again, I look at these cards pretty closely. So, here's another rookie card. Same order. So you see it's a 9, but it's a regular, I mean, it's a numbered card. Don't get me wrong. So it's a little more valuable probably than a 7. However, I looked at both of these cards. Both of them were scratched to hell. I mean, not as horrible as some I've seen, but they had several scratches across them. I mean, this premier one was scratched so bad that the guy I bought it from refunded part of my money and just told me to keep it. That's how bad it was scratched. This one here was pretty damn scratched too, but the guy was confident it would get a 9. So he's like, send it out and grade it. If it gets at least a 9, then we're good. I'm like, okay, I'll take that opportunity and offer up. And it graded a 9. And that's with several scratches across it. Now, this one here had several scratches across it. Edging and all that other stuff I looked at, it was fine. But for some reason, Beckett, in its infinite wisdom, and you can see 2 of the cards right there, in its infinite wisdom, apparently cannot grade a thick card to save their soul. I think I can only think of maybe 1 or 2 thick cards that I've gotten through Beckett that were, you know, a 9 or better. Most of them have been 8.5, 6.5 to 8.5, which is depressing. But anyways, so there we go. Mahomes, that's our start on this box. Premier. And again, like I said, the guy that I bought that from, when I got it, I looked at it, I said, hey man, you know, this card scratched to hell. And he was quick to refund some of my cash and let it go. So here's another card that they sent back. And this was a Leaf card that was broken out of a set. It's an 8 of 8. It's a triple auto. And it was still in the Leaf one touch with the Leaf sticker on it. They got a 6.5. Right from the factory. I mean, I don't even know what the hell's wrong with it to be a 6.5. Again, I didn't bust it out of the one touch that it came in. And maybe I should have, I mean, it's 8 of 8. Maybe I should have just not even bothered. But this might be one I send to cross, because the 6.5, that's absolutely ridiculous. And again, I don't want to say this is a really thick card, because it's not. So I'm not really sure why I got a 6.5, because I normally don't pay for the extra $2 for them to tell me what each one graded at, or each one, shouldn't say each one graded, but you know, each of the 4 hot spots. But maybe I'm gonna start spending the extra $2 so they can do it. Here's a Kobe rookie card. This is one I sent in to get graded for a friend. 6.5. Now I looked at it, now as I look at all the cards before I send them in, and I told him it wasn't going to get a great grade, but a 6.5. I mean, the corners on it aren't beat up or any of that stuff. So Not 100% sure what's going on there. Kick that to the other side because that is not my card. That is somebody else's card that I just sent in for them. I got a series of, let me find them. I've got a series of 3 LeBron rookies here. I can find the third one. There it is. Oh, hold up. So here's a Mahomes card. And this damn thing was beat to shit. Corner's bad on it. Scratches across it. Scratched really bad in the back. It's a rookie card, but it's a score card. It's a big man on campus gold. And when you know, it graded an 8.5. I probably would have graded this a 6.5 or a 7. That's how bad it was. But again, I bought this from a guy. And I told him, I said, look, man, this thing is beat to shit. Like somebody threw it across the floor, beat to shit. I said, but I'm going to send it in and grade it, see what happens. Because I spent, like, I can't remember, it was $30 on this card. Maybe it was 25. You know, and then I've got the $20 in grading it. Because when you send it in bulk, you get a little bit more of a discount, and then we got to add some shipping. So, this card, far worse than that damn card. And somehow I got a 1.5 better grade. I'm telling you, Beckett, I'm not going to send any more relics to you because obviously you don't want to grade them very well. So here we go. I've got a series of 3 LeBron Upper Deck rookie exclusives that I sent in. I got these from a guy. God, I want to say I spent $45 on the 3 of them. And the grading was all over the place. 8.5, 8, and a 7. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think any of these would grade super high, but I really wasn't expecting a 7 out of that stack either. But what do you do? There it is. Let's see, I've got a couple of that I graded in here that are the same. And I sent these in just more out of curiosity than anything. I knew they weren't going to grade super high, but I'm not going to lie to you. So here they are. Tom Brady, gold, a 9 and an 8. Bazooka. What year is that? 2005, I think. Yep, 2005. Now, again, as we know, the Bazooka is a thicker card. And surprisingly enough, the one graded an 8, which knew there were some corners on it that were not the greatest, but I wanted to see what they would grade at. And so there you go. An 8 and 9, a Tom Brady 2005, so a long ways into his career cards. Now here's a relic. Surprisingly enough, a rookie relic. Matthew Stafford that graded a 9, and it's numbered. That's about borderline the highest I get to see out of a relic card from our friends at the Beckett. So, again, really nice card, numbered, Stafford rookie. Not mad about that grade. It's very rare that we get a relic to grade that well. Here we go, Anthony Edwards Soul. We just got an Anthony Edwards Prism. It's a 9. Nothing special to talk about there. I think there's another Anthony Edwards in here. Oh, another Kobe. This was one I sent in with the other ones. Graded 8.5. Not overly upset about that one. That's kind of a typical grade on a lot of the Kobe rookies I get. Now here's one. Another card. Another Leaf card. Still in the one touch that Leaf sent it in out of the box. And it only graded at 8.5. Joe Montana rookie. However, the auto graded a 10, which is kind of nice, but a thicker card again. Still in the one touch, so I never took it out to look at it. Straight from the factory. The centering looks pretty damn good on it. And yet, only an 8.5. Fucking Beckett. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers, rookie card. Tops, 8.5. I really thought that card would grade at least a 9. I'm surprised it graded at 8.5, but at the same time, what do you do? Here we go. Hey, Shaq. Minted in Springfield, 8.5. That card I thought was better than an 8.5 as well. But again, that's when I'm sending out, unless I'm sending in mass bulk, which I usually will send through a different company, where I don't care what grade they are. I just want them slabbed for my personal, because my PC I want everything slabbed. I do have, which is funny, I do have a minted in Springfield Kobe. I think it got a 9. And I think that was Shoe Beckett as well. So anyways, that's going to match up nice with my Kobe minute in Springfield. Here we go. About the highest grade I usually get through Beckett. We got a 2019 Raise the Banner Mirror Camo. 9.5, Kevin Durant, numbered to 25. I know there's not a lot of them out there, obviously. 25. So, out of shits and giggles, here's one of my crossover ones with the Mirror Kobe, same year. They got a 9. And I think I had crossed that over from CSG. And I asked for the same grade or better, and it came back the same grade. So that's a Kobe, which is a nice card. Alright, so we'll put this over there. Try to make some stacks, because as I go through them, I try to keep my stuff somewhat together by player as best I can, just so I can find it if I decide I want to trade or something. So here we go. A 97 Z-Force Super Boss, Allen Iverson. Beautiful card. 9.5. AI Super Boss. I ended up grabbing like 3 Super Bosses from a guy I buy cards from, and this was the one guy I wanted to grade. The other ones, it kind of came as a package deal, so I wasn't overly concerned about them. But I am an AI fan. Uh-oh, here we go. Here's a Beckett specialty. Trimming and shaving. They say on the side of this Kobe, so it was altered, but at least they put it in a case and called it authentic. Because I've had them send me cards back and said evidence of trimming, and they never slabbed them. So I paid for the damn thing to be slabbed, but they didn't do it. Whereas some of the other companies will at least slab it and put altered and call it authentic. So thank you, Beckett, for finally getting one right. I'm not going to say I agree with the trimming and slabbing, but if you look at that centering, it's pretty bad. It's a little off. I do believe that some of these companies like to say that crap. And it could have been that way from the factory, especially back in the day. Fortunately, or unfortunately, however my friend would like to look at it, that was another card that was done for a friend. I had about 5 or 6 of them. Oh, here we go, another RPA. Not a good grade on. Not a damn thing wrong with this card. Not a damn thing wrong with this card when I sent it in. Numbered to 25, Freiermuth. Steelers fans out there, I might send that one to Beckett or to PSA, because I don't believe that's an 8. Nice card. And the last card I got in here is a Kobe Upper Deck Gold Reserve. I didn't expect a high grade on this, and I wasn't disappointed. A 7. But I will say, I haven't seen a lot of Kobe Gold Reserves for sale. Of course, I haven't been on eBay looking. I will go out to see. But this was one of my PC cards, and I just wanted it graded, and it was just, it sounds bad to say, filling a sheet with cards that were just, what's the best word I'm looking for? Raw base. So anyways, that one's a personal a PC card. I just kind of wanted it graded. So there you go. Short and sweet on the rest of my, on getting the rest of my order in. I'm not sure why they did it in 2 sections, but what do you do? There you go. We'll see you in the next one. I am getting ready to do a video on the crossovers sent in. I sent in, I believe it was 20 crossover cards, and only 4 got regraded. So that's going to be my Beckett crossover video, and so check that one out. And I've got some interesting takes on it. I'll pull out my paperwork, the grades I asked for, and the companies that were graded, and then we'll go into a little more in depth on it. Again, thanks for viewing us, and see you soon.